Hey everybody! Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today we're back at Astroneer and this is gonna be episode 4 of our series. So guys, if you do enjoy today's video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe and turn on the notification bell to never miss a video. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. So guys, in the previous episode we went to space and that is where I am right now. I'm on our planet's moon. But yeah, I took this research item because I thought I could put it on the spaceship and then take it back home to research, but unfortunately I couldn't, so I had to leave it there. So I lifted off and I decided I would go back to our main planet. There goes our booster, our thruster. It just broken off. It's because we made 4 flights, so yeah, it broke off. But yeah, I chose the spot to land, which is by our base, and yeah, I decided to go out looking for some research items to get some research bites in order to research the buggy, which I was going to make in today's video. I went out looking in the forest and I knew in some of the trees, if I digged out some of the trees, there would be a research item at the bottom of them. Unfortunately, I didn't get so lucky this time. And my oxygen began running low, so I decided to go back base. And then I started suffocating. What a great start to a new episode, a new video. Almost dying. Oh well, luckily I did make it back, and I forgot to put the oxygenator back into our home base and instead of in the rocket the whole time, so that our home base, all the platforms connected to our home base would provide oxygen to me. And this time I went out looking with the tractor. And as you can see, there was a research item right there up the hill, so I decided to leave the tractor. I also took these small research samples and then took the research item. I slid down and put the research item in the research chamber. I also have 640 bytes, but I needed 1,500 for the buggy, which I was going to make today. As you can see there, 1,500 bytes, and I only had 650 now. So yeah, I was going to have to get some more research bytes. I also took out the thruster, which was now broken. Yes, it is removable, so don't worry guys. And then decided to make another one. When the thruster was finished printing, I just put it back onto the spaceship. I also looked if I had the research chamber already researched, and I had, so I decided to make another one since one of the people in my comments left me a tip. They said that they make a lot of research chambers at the beginning of their world and then they just get a lot of generators to power up all of these research chambers. I decided that I would only make a few research chambers, not all of the generators as well. I would only make one more research chamber for now. So yeah, I'll probably bring up the comment. So yeah, shout out to that guy and thank you for the tip. Now I also had to go out looking for some resin. Luckily I saw some over there. But yeah, I didn't have any resin at my base. Also, I sort of flipped my tractor, but it was not really going to be a problem. I only needed 1 piece of resin, but I got 2 anyway, since I didn't have any else at my base. When I came back, I could start printing the research chamber. I went out exploring a bit and I found this crashed platform near my base with a medium wind turbine thingy on it, so I could take that and give my base some more power. I just dug around it as well to see if there was any more loot stuck in the stone, but no. So yeah, I decided just to take the wind turbine. But now I would also have to print another small platform for my medium wind turbine, so I just quickly printed that. I also remembered that I needed a large platform for my now new research chamber. So I anyway needed to get some more resin, since my resin was already finished. But this time I would try to get a lot of resin, so that I wouldn't have to come out for a while. When I was finished, I decided to go back to the base so that I could start printing the large platform for my research chamber. I came back and started printing it. Now I could open my small platform and then put my wind turbine on it. I just had to flatten out the land a bit where I was going to put the new platform. When I finished flattening the land out, I opened the small platform and plugged it in and put the wind turbine on it. I also just decided to smelt some laterite. My large platform was finished printing, so now I could also open that and then put my research chamber on it. I also just wanted to flatten out the land a bit for the large platform. Now I put the research chamber on it and then I could just plug it in. There we go, now I had 2 research chambers. Double the more research bytes. Only problem was, now I had to go looking for 2 research items. I went out looking in the forest and I would also make myself a oxygen tank thingy so that I wouldn't run out of oxygen and die. Luckily, I saw a research item. It was in a tree, so yeah, I could just take it back. So I put the research item in and I then decided that I would go back to our moon, but this time without the oxygenator. I thought that if I went to our planet's moon without the oxygenator, my rocket wouldn't be able to provide me with oxygen, but I was wrong. It still did, luckily. So now I just had to find the right landing spot where I landed last time so that I could just pick up that research item that I left there. I decided on one of the landing spots which I thought was the place where I landed last time, but unfortunately it was not. So now I would have to go out looking for a research item. Luckily I saw one over there at that big spike. So I just had to run out, get it, run back, and then I could just fly back to our home. As I went along, I also collected some research samples. And there was the research item. I could just take it now and then I could just go back. And now I could just put the research item in the oxygenator's place. This time I actually watched my thruster as it exploded, as you can see right there. I luckily saw my home base and I went to it. Now I could have both research chambers running. Now I would have double the more research bytes. The problem was, now I would have really not much power left. The power was running a bit low now and then. But as I looked, I saw that I have enough. I have enough for the buggy. I finally had it. Boom! We researched the buggy. Now I just had to make it, which hopefully isn't going to be hard. But no, it was just aluminium and compound. This was going to be easy. I already had aluminium smelted and I also had compound on my storage. So I put it in and started printing it. So yeah, I would also need this rover seat, that seat there, to drive my rover. But now the power was running really low, so this was going to print extremely slow, so I didn't really know if I had to do a speed up of this part of the video. I decided to rather go switch off the research chambers since I already got the buggy now. That might help a bit with the power. I also decided to put on my battery from my tractor on my base. But yeah, the power was doing fine now, so yeah, enjoy this time lapse. There we go, it was finished. I put the battery back on the tractor and opened the buggy. Now I could put the rover seat on my buggy and also put the battery on my buggy as well as the small wind turbine. Boom! Our buggy was finally finished. I would probably put a packager on the little tractor, which I'll show you a bit later, but yeah, look at this! It's so much more faster, I think. I don't know, you guys can leave a comment saying if it's faster or not. Look at it when I turn. There's so many particles and stuff going out of it. So yeah, I drove around a bit and then I decided to park back at the base. And now I could also continue with our research chambers. Oh yeah, and look, now I can show you. For the tractor, I would get a thing called a packager. But I was shocked to see that it costed 1,000 research bytes. Basically, the packager just puts the tractor back in one small box. But anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. So guys, if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya, guys!